I put my mind on the money you get. Bitch, I put my mind on the money. Bitch, I put my mind on the money.
It's the big step of well known flex of the prettiest boxing live, and I'm here with Smitty the Elephant in the room. We get this podcast.
Yeah, for another edition of Let's Talk About It. It's your boy Smitty the Elephant in the room. Yeah. Episode 2, man. We got a special guest today, man. Mr. Shark himself. For some of y'all might know him as Scooter Davis. Shark season. Knock your ass out in 13 seconds. You know, with a fake out. But we gonna cut all the small talk, man. We got Mr. Scooter Davis in here. What's up with you, baby?
What's up, Brody? How you doing?
I'm
good,
cool, man. How you coming off a 13-second fight? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm just blessed to be here. Blessed to, get another opportunity in the city to do my thing and, put on for the fans. That's it.
That's it, man. Speaking of the city, man, just for y'all don't know, the city, man, that's DC, DMV, another DMV fighter in here. For y'all that don't know what DMV, that's DC, Maryland Slim, for all my Maryland people, because they don't say Maryland, and VA, man. Yeah. You know, man, since we speaking of the DMV right now, how I feel you coming out of DC? For the people that don't know, first off, what part of DC you from?
Oh, Southeast.
Another South Side, baby. Let's go, man. But how does that feel, man? You putting on for DC, man. DC starting to make a name back for themselves in the fighting ring, man. How does that feel?
Man, we always had a lot of nice fighters. It was just all about getting over that hump. You know, a lot of fighters couldn't lock in and, stay focused enough to complete the mission. Now I feel like this younger generation with me, Jalil, and a lot of these other fighters we getting over the hump. We gonna finish and do do what we gotta do to get to them world championships, get to them money.
Bring it back to the DC, man. Bring it back to the DMV, man. DC most importantly, because like you said, DC has always been known for having great boxing, just love of boxing, man. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Jalil, man, I be checking out your IG lives. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. And I remember it was after your fight, somebody asked you, I guess you had to, you get them little weirdos on the pages. Yeah. They was talking about, when you and Jalil gonna fight, And I like your comment, though. I won't give you your flowers. You stopped them and said, oh, we ain't gonna do that, Slim. Yeah. Man, me and Jalil, we did all that in amateurs, Golden Gloves when we was youngins, man. We on to trying to bring the city together, man. I want to give you your flowers on that, because, sometimes people, they get to feeling themselves. They get a big fight, big knockout, a nice payday, and they start being like, nah, I'm the king of the city, I'm the king of Philly, I'm the king of VA. They start, but I like how you kept that. You said, nah, Jalil, my man, baby. We trying to put on for the city and bring DC together. It's enough BS going on in the city outside of boxing, so if they see us putting on, they might bring some unity. So I want to give you your flowers for that.
For sure, man. A lot of people in the city they want to see us tear each other down, and I'm not on that. I'm not for fighting somebody else in the city where I'm taking money out their pocket. Like, nah, let me go fight somebody on the West Coast or, Mexico, somewhere else. Like, this home, I want to build this. I want the fighters under us to be like, yeah, let's be like them. I don't want to tear nobody down. I'm not on that.
That's real right there, man. So, man, since you just came off a fight, let's talk about that fight a little bit. How you feeling now, man? You, like I said, for any of y'all, you knocked him out 13 seconds. You had a couple people mad at you. We ain't gonna say no names. Real. That was mad. They pulled up to the stadium, man, talking about, man, I'm ready to see my family fight. And then they come out, they see people leaving, man. You got them out the way in 13 seconds. How you feeling, man?
Oh, man, it's just a testament to how hard I worked all camp. Like, I would say training camp was harder than the fight. I prepared, I did my strength conditioning. I did every day at the gym. I did all my running, my nutrition, everything. So it was just, everything came together, and y'all got that result. So as long as I'm putting out in that type of work, I'm going to keep getting the results.
Yeah, you hear that, youngins. This is a professional boxer going off another post I just made the other day, man. Hard work pays off. Sometimes you just got to shut your mouth and work hard, man.
Yeah, just let it manifest.
Yes, sir. So, speaking of the fighting, man, what got you into boxing coming up, man? Like, how did you get introduced to it?
I started boxing. My dad wanted to keep me in shape for football. I was a real good football player. Everybody know me about playing football. So it started like that, and then in the off season, he was like, "I'm going me to stay in shape, so when I go back, I can be straight on point. I don't get in shape." And I went to a boxing gym. I met a guy. I was sitting out over there on St. Barnabas Road, and I met a guy, Buddy Harrison. He was coming out of Pizza Place. That's Dusty Harrison's father. I met him. He seen me. I was just imitating. Like, Fight Night round 3 or 4 just came out, and when I started fake shadow boxing, he seen me and asked me, did I box? And I was like, no. He was like, well, if you want to box, gave me the card, and I was there the next day, and that's
history. That's what we got, Mr. Shark season 2-0, man. So, that's how you got into boxing, man. I wanted to say this too, man, because I brought it up with Jalil, so I want to bring it up with you, and I'm going to keep doing with every fighter we can, because we're going to embrace this. Mm-hmm. When you did post that video, when you went on IG Live, you had your pops with you, man. How
Yeah.
influential has your father been with you just in boxing and in life?
Everything. My father's everything. That's my best friend. He teaching me the game. He showing me the ropes. He making sure nobody, gonna stick me out of my money, gonna do me wrong. He just watching everything. Like he's my other set of eyes and ears. So, and I look at him for everything. Like his word is bond. So whatever he say is law.
Good. I like that. Is he your manager?
Yes, he's my manager.
See, that's another one, man. Like I told y'all, man, as long as Smitty in front of his mic, if we got young athletes whose fathers is present, we going to keep showing and we going to keep highlighting because we going to kill that narrative that fathers ain't in their kids' life.
Yeah,
so
for
you
sure.
just heard, it's the second one that just came out and said how important their father is to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now let's go into some of your amateur boxing, man. Even though, because we know you 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into amateur boxing, I wanted you to know how I got introduced to you, man.
Okay.
Because I'm originally Philly.
Okay.
And so Gilly and Wallow, they
Yeah.
killing it with the podcast. Shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game too.
Yeah.
Gilly, I can't remember who he was interviewing. I don't know if it was Shakur or Tank. It might have been Tank because they was talking about DC boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard him bring your name up, Scooter. So I was like, Scooter Davis, who's that?
Mm-hmm.
So I went and looked you up, and I'm like, oh shit, Slim from DC. I gotta pay attention. So I went and looked at some of your clips on IG and everything. And since I'm bringing up Gilly, I wanted to bring up, how does that feel when you hear people like Gilly, who's he's big in the boxing, he deals with a lot of boxers, giving you your flowers, just being like, yeah, Scooter Davis, he's somebody you need to watch out for. How that made you feel?
Man, it's just a blessing. It's happy, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember when he followed me on the gram, it was like, oh, you know who I am? Like, I still had them moments, too, where, you know what I'm saying, certain celebrities or certain stars would come and reach out or say this, and they'd be like, whoa, y'all see what I'm doing? Like, so it bring me back to like, okay, now I'm here for a purpose. I can get somewhere else where the A-list celebrities will see me and I'll be mainstream. It's just great to be able to see that people are really seeing my work and, you know, saying value in what I do, for sure.
Okay, that's definitely good. See, that's another note for your youngest. When you put in work, it don't go unnoticed.
No.
Just shut up sometimes and let the people that know what they doing talk to you. It don't matter if it's sports, life in general. Just shh.
And that's the thing. I've been doing this for 16 years, so like, this is just starting to happen. You know what I'm saying? These people are just starting to come. So if I would have been like at 10 years, we're like, man, ain't nobody saying this, doing that, I'll be missing it. So you just gotta, my message to anybody is just to stick to the grind. If you believe in it, you having fun with it, stick to it. You're gonna get results from it for sure.
Absolutely. So let's go back to the amateur, man. I think you was 158 and 17 in the amateurs.
Yeah.
And so you had almost a cool 200 fights in there, man. See you smiling, I know what I'm talking about when I brought that up, baby. Now, so how do you feel like the amateurs prepared you for this pro journey you on, and what made you want to say, I think it's time we go pro?
Actually, I wouldn't even say the amateur game prepared me for the pros. It just prepared me to not be nervous for the moments and, crowds, different arenas, fight in different places. It prepared me for that. The actual in fighting stuff is different because the amateurs and the pros is two different scoring systems. They judge the fight
Break that
different.
down for me real quick for people that don't know that.
So in amateur boxing, it's all about, punch activity. It might not land solid, but they just giving you a point for your activity, effective aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't count, body shots as much and chest shots as much. But if anything hit on the arm, the gloves, the head, they're going to count it. See, in pro boxing, it's all about effective punches. I don't care how many you throw. You can throw. It's all about what lands and what's effective. It can land, but it gotta be something that move them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can land 4 pity pat and I land 2 hard joints, and it's like he won that exchange. And you take your time more in the pros. In the amateurs, it's fast paced,
Right?
Because everybody's trying to rush. They're trying to get them points. So I feel like, and my strength is to slow down and take my time because I'm a thinker. I think in the ring. So that's easy for me to be able to slow down and, fight at my pace and do what I do. Than in the amateur game where I got to speed up. Well, I was good in the amateurs, as you can see my record, but that wasn't my game. That wasn't what I was comfortable doing. I was just adjusting because that's what I had to do.
I got you strategic. Like you said, you a thinker, so you more strategize how to get it done. And that is what boxing is. That's what separates people that don't know boxing and street fighting. Yeah, you might be the best fighter in your neighborhood, around your block. You might be the Floyd, the Scooter, the Jaleel, the Tank, whatever on your block. But when you step in that ring, it's a whole different ball game. Because it's strategic. On the block, it's just about me. Let me beat his ass real quick so everybody know I got hands.
Your emotions gone.
Yep. In boxing, you got to know what you're doing because you could go in there fast and that right hook put you to sleep and mess your brain cells up for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's serious. It's definitely serious,
man.
for sure.
So who's some boxers that you grew up looking up to? Like it ain't even got to be just from DC, Maryland, or Virginia to DMV area. Like what's some boxers that you grew up like? Yo, I want to mold my game after them.
Of course, everybody gonna say Floyd. I was a really big Sugar Ray Leonard fan. That's what kind of got me into boxing with
I
Sugar
got a
Ray
funny
Leonard.
story after you talk about the Sugar Ray Leonard.
The Sugar Ray Leonard. You got Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns. I used to love Winky Wright when I was young. Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones Jr. Like I watch boxing. So like, if you ask me that question, you
gonna go down the
yeah,
list.
you gonna start getting it all down. So.
Okay. So who's some boxers currently that you like? You like they fighting? We know that's your overall. Who's some boxers you like now?
Right now, my favorites is definitely Tank, Canelo, Inoue. I love Boots Jr.
Woo-hoo, that's my man. Someone finally not hating on Boots. After
yeah.
you go down the list, I'm gonna ask you what
Of
you
course,
think
Errol,
about Boots.
Terrence.
Gotcha.
The ones that's running Shakur. I love all types of fighters
Right.
because
You just
I
a
take
boxing head.
because I take something from their game and implement it in mine.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's always something I can do, whether they southpaw or orthodox. I can take something that they did and use it in mine and apply it. So I'm just a big boxing fan because I always want to take and use because that's how you get better.
Yeah, absolutely. So so that's I got a question, man. We're gonna ask now. We're gonna talk about since we talking about the modern day boxing,
Yeah.
Boots, man. That's my man. I get a lot of hate because I always bring up Boots, man. How you feel about Boots, man? He wants to fight Bud. He got that belt, even though we know how he got that belt. I know you as a competitor. I'm just assuming you as a competitor, you probably wouldn't like how if they gave you that belt. You'd be like, nah, I'll take it because I know that's what comes with this job. 'Cause at the end of the day, this is a job. But I know you as a competitor, you probably
want to fight for it.
Yeah, you want to fight for it.
Yeah.
How you feel about Boots? You said you trained with him. How you feel? I get a lot of hate about loving Boots.
I love Boots, but I just believe that he should not fight Terrence, honestly. Only because I just believe in the smarter route for him is let Terrence and Earl duke it out, you know what I'm saying? Because they going to run out, you know what I'm saying? And then at that point, he's going to be the king of 147, and then he going to run it. And then he could possibly be the undisputed, and, you know what I'm saying? Then he's the guy. I think that's the smarter, you know what I'm saying, way.
Right.
But, I mean, not saying that he can't compete with Terrence. If they can fight, it'll be a good fight. But I believe Terrence is just, at this point, you don't want to mess with Terrence right now.
At the peak. He's
at his peak.
High right
You know what I'm
now,
saying?
out the game.
And Boots is still growing. He's young line. So, you know what I'm saying? He going to keep doing what he's doing. Just let him get time. Let him get time. Let the old people, you know what I'm saying? Let them pass by.
Let the old heads get out the way.
Yeah, let them go ahead and pass, and then you gonna take over and be the, you know what I'm saying, be the face. He possibly can be the face if he keeps winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got the star power, people. He got the knockout percentage. You know what I'm saying? He got everything. He got the look. He could do it. He just gotta play his cards right.
I got you. Play your cards right. So since we talking about play your cards right, you 2-0, man. What we expecting next? When you gonna play your next card, man? The hands is dealt now. Right now, it's looking like you and Jaleel, y'all the kings of the DMV.
Yeah,
and
man.
shout out Keyshawn. I don't want to forget Keyshawn.
Yeah.
That don't get mad if you get in the comments. Keyshawn, you is too. Y'all 3.
Yeah.
But play your cards right, man. Who's somebody you got in your eyes like right now? Like you like, man, line him up. I want to fight him.
Anybody.
You don't got a specific person.
Nah,
that you ready.
man. Like I said, I done fought most of the guys that y'all see on TV. I done fought in the amateurs. They wanted 158. So they know.
Oh, they know.
So I don't have to be the one to say their names to get clout off of them. Like, no.
Right. Nah, I respect that.
It's just all about whenever y'all line it up and have a name on that contract. Like, y'all know who that is.
I like that. Y'all know who it is. Ain't no we done sparred, we done boxed.
It don't
and
matter.
amateurs, so.
It don't matter how long it's gonna take. It don't matter. I'm gonna get there, and then once I'm there, like, you not gonna beat me.
Okay. Cool. You know I love a man that's confident in what they do, baby. You gotta be confident in all things. So since we speaking on you ready to just go whatever, I asked in my last interview, I asked this, and I'm gonna ask you this too, because I want to ask boxers to get y'all different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Showtime. I know you still early in your boxing pro career at least.
Mm-hmm.
Showtime. You see what they said at the end of the year, they're canceling Showtime Sports. So
But it's really not even canceled. They just got bought out by Paramount.
Okay.
So now they sharing it. Paramount and Showtime are gonna be sharing it. They still gonna have Showtime fights.
Oh, okay.
Now it's gonna be more like movie. Like they gonna get like
documentary style. Okay.
They're just changing up. Probably like the all access, how everything comes on. They're gonna change up all that format, but it's still gonna be Showtime boxing.
Okay.
But it's gonna be different. You're gonna see I feel like even for this fight right here that's coming up tonight, I feel like the production of it's gonna be different.
Okay.
Like, y'all gonna see because they're starting to put new things in people's mind to show them a different way. Same way how HBO had 24/7,
Yeah.
and then they came to Showtime, and it was it was Showtime. Now it's all access.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It was just different. They gave it
Okay.
a different I think it was gonna be something like that.
Okay, see, I had it twisted then. When I thought about it, I thought Showtime was like, oh, we out of here.
At first,
Now-
we thought it was like
Yeah.
that. At first, we thought I did until we just got some news probably about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so let's just say Showtime did back out. How do you feel that would have affected boxers?
At first I was thinking that it was gonna be like now it's gonna be like on a whole lot of streamer type modes, like you know what I'm saying, like how people are streaming fights and stuff like that, and people was gonna have to go back to selling tickets. That was the only way I was thinking it was gonna go. But now that saying they still got the Showtime and they still got Top Rank, it's still gonna be the same way. Now they're gonna implement some streaming into it for sure, some more streaming, but I think it's gonna go the same way.
Got you. That's good then. So we know now boxing is still gonna go on with them. It's just gonna be with Paramount. That's
They just need to bring all the other stuff of boxing back. All the
What you mean by all other
the Max Kellerman face-offs and the sit-downs and you know what I'm saying. That's what make people want to.
That's what
You know
make
what I'm saying.
people like boxing in the first place.
And
right?
then it gives a lot of the production people jobs and you know what I'm saying, new creative people to bring it to boxing to put another light on boxing. Like you need fresh minds. Sometimes with a lot of old productions, you get the same old result because the same minds are thinking of the same thing. You need fresh people to come give you new material, and then it's like, okay, there's something new. I want to hit it as far as music. It could be audio. It could be transitions. Anything in the production area. Like I feel like we can improve in boxing, and that's what's gonna bring boxing back to bring the community, everybody back together.
I'm happy that you said that because I'm a big boxing fan. My pops was a boxing fan when I was younger, so I liked it from him. And then my cousins, all from Philly, Philly big on boxing.
Yeah.
So I'm happy a boxer said that just due to the simple fact that because I feel like boxing has gone down for a couple reasons. Like you said, the production of it isn't what it used to be. They don't do the all accesses, the series.
People don't fight each other.
That's why I was going to next. You beat me to the punch.
Man.
So I'm going to go into this question like this. How you feel about that? People not fighting each other, using the bag as an excuse not to fight each other, or trying to use, we didn't got this promotion team one in the back us or this and that. How you feel about that?
It's two ways for me to look at it. Like in the fighter mind, I'm like, if it make dollars, it makes sense. If you tell me that I gotta fight you and I'm gonna get $5 million for fighting you, but if I go fight Tank, I'm gonna get $5 million too. I'm gonna choose you and fight for the $5 million. That means just as a fighter. But then when you realize $5 million is not enough,
$5 million.
it's, you know what I'm saying, you going like it can be 30 million, 35 million, 50 million if me and Tank fight. It's like, okay, and then at this point it's like let me bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that confidence. You realize some fighters don't have that confidence. They don't build their confidence up on beating up, Yeah. So and I don't want to say that.
I don't want to call y'all bums,
you know
but
what I'm
beating
saying?
up on people that's not their caliber that you know.
So they
bro,
got their
what you
confidence up, but they don't really want to take that extra step to fight the leader of the league, because if they lose, they might not get that opportunity. Because that's how it is in the game for us. For black fighters, it's just real. Black fighters, we take a loss, you might not come back.
Why is that?
It's just they don't give us as many opportunities.
Powers that be.
Yeah, pretty much. But some of the other fighters might get, 3, 4, 5 opportunities, or just become a stepping stool. But even that, I could be a stepping stool. You think I'm a stepping stool, I get in there and clip your prospect, and now I'm back on.
Yeah.
But like I said, a lot of us black fighters don't get all them opportunities all the time.
I'm going to be honest. That's why I think, and this ain't Bud, because Bud, anybody knows I picked Bud to beat Spence, and I picked Bud in a lot of his fights.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly why a lot of people don't want to fight Boots, honestly, because they don't want to, like you just said, take that chance or that risk that Boots might really be that guy. Like oh shit. Boots
Yeah,
just
for
clipped
sure.
the shit out of him. What the fuck?
And you don't come back from that. Like it's right now for fighters, Boots is like a high risk, low reward. But now he has a belt, so now it puts a little bit more
pressure
on him.
to you fight.
But at first he didn't have no belts. He was just a good fighter, and that got all this star power that everybody like, I'm not running into that. Why would I fight him for what? I'm not getting a belt, or it's not gonna put me in line for a belt that's I'm gonna fight next to. So it's like, let me stay away from him, because he the one that's everybody trying. You know what I'm saying? And that's how fighters think. I'm telling you, a lot of fighters duck work, but before they even contract any of that, get up like
They already got it in their mind.
because it's certain styles make fights.
Absolutely.
And they know if they're a brawler and this person is a supreme boxer, Like, I'm not gonna fight him because I gotta chase him, and I'm not gonna be able to catch him athletically. I don't have the tools to be able to do it. So they're gonna just duck it. Not saying that they scared to fight him.
Right.
It's not even. They just know that in their career, that's a dumb fight.
That's a dumb fight. It'll be like, that's why I was just sitting there in my head making a face. I'm like, nah, at first I kind of, but it's good that another professional boxer just thought it. It's like, it's a business decision, which ultimately, like, we just said,
Everything
it's
is a business.
job, so you gotta look at it
Everything
from
is a business. You gotta understand that nothing that these boxers doing is just to do it.
Nope.
Everything is all about
It's like
money.
you coming on here. This is promoting you, just like it's promoting me. So it's a business thing on both
Always
sides.
business. It's always business, and that's the thing. That's what the fans don't never understand because they look at it as like we gladiators, like we fighting for scraps. Like at the end of the day, I'm not fighting unless that money is right. Because
absolutely, because you still got a pops, a mom, brothers, cousins.
I'm putting my life on the line. At the end of the day, this is not basketball. This is not I can blow my knee out and might not play basketball again. But
I take
you
the
know what I'm
wrong
saying?
shot to the head, I might not walk normally.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a fight, then I'm gonna get everything I deserve from this. Like I'm not about to. You're not gonna shortchange me. None of that. And a lot of boxers are not aware of that because they just fight. They don't know their worth. See?
They still thinking that like they early in their career where they just got to get a certain amount of fights. So when they put on the contract, no, I got 20 fights.
And promoters gonna use you for whatever you know what I'm saying. If you take that first deal and they knew you could have got more, they not gonna tell you, oh yeah, I would have gave you more. They gonna give you for less because they saving money because that's more money in their pocket. Nobody's gonna tell you this. This is things you learn and you see, but casuals get mad about, you know what I'm saying, fighters not fighting each other because sometimes that money is just not right on that contract. I don't care if that's Errol Spence on the other side. I need my check to say,
because you gonna make sure Earl good. I need to make sure me and mine is good.
Exactly.
So now that we got that out the way, man, I gotta ask you a question. We was talking about it before we rolled on, man.
Yeah.
You know, Shakur, he's one of the biggest fighters in boxing
Yeah.
right now. You could say he's one of the faces because of his popularity, and Shakur is a good fighter.
Yes.
You know, he's getting a lot of criticism right now and backlash because of that last fight. You know, what is it, Bob
Arum.
Yeah, Bob Arum. I wanted to say Bill Haney, but it was Bob. Bob Arum. He came out and said, I guess like a week or two before the fight, they had to rush Shakur to the doctor to get his shoulder checked out. They knew he had shoulder issues. I don't know if that's true, but one thing I did like Shakur said, he said, yeah, I had shoulder issues, but that's not an excuse. I didn't give out my best performance.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that last fight, man? 'Cause that's a hot topic in boxing right now.
I feel like Shakur, he won the fight, but it just wasn't exciting. Like, I feel like that, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to engage. He wanted to just stay out with the jab, touch him, and go. I mean, and I think now the reason why he's receiving backlash is because people are just tired of seeing that. You know what I'm saying? They want to see. Again, this is an entertaining sport. You know what I'm saying? We got to put on a show for these fans. They paid, you know what I'm saying, maybe $1,500 to come see. And for you to just, you know what I'm saying, be sitting there looking at a fight or running from when a fighter's throwing punches at you, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it makes you feel it some type of way. Right. But, I mean, for Shakur, for him, he's just in the mode like, I'm going to keep winning. I don't care what they say. Now, knowing him, he is a natural-born dog, so when he come out his next fight, he's going to give y'all.
He's going to try to shut everybody up.
Don't think that he's just going to sit there and fight the same way he fought. He's going to take all this because he's one of his worst critics, so he's going to be on himself real hard to, give an explosive performance. But that's really just all it is. It's just people just tired of seeing that. They're ready to see him exchange and, you know what I'm saying, and sit in the pocket with people sometimes. They know that he could be a supreme boxer and move and get out the way, but now they want to see something different. Like, you got to keep showing all your tools in your toolbox. Okay.
So, outside of you fighting, what's a fight that you want to see fight? Not you fighting, but like a fight that you want to see happen.
Now, I don't know.
This year almost over.
All my fights I really want to see is kind of, well, now I'll say a Canelo Benavidez. If Benavidez beats Boo Boo tonight, I think that'll be a fight now. Because, of course, the Tanks and Shakurs and stuff, of course we want to see that, but everybody going to say that.
That's a casual fight.
Yeah, that's a regular fight. I'm trying to think about something else, and I think it'll probably be a Canelo Benavidez.
Okay. And the heavyweight, the heavyweight used to be like the top tier division of boxing, man. Who's somebody you want to see in that weight class fight?
I root for all the youngins, so I'm going for Big Baby.
Jared Anderson.
I love
H-Town.
I just love you know what I'm saying, we the new young
new
hot.
face,
You know what I'm saying? So I push for him to be able to become the, you know what I'm saying, new heavyweight world champion. Right. That'll be great because it's, you know what I'm saying, it's putting us young people on the map. Now they're going to pay attention like, okay, they working and we got it together. We able to do things too. They're going to give some of us young fighters a chance too. So I'm with that. I'm just all for the supporting of You know what I'm saying? Us black fighters, all fighters, not even just black. I'm just supporting anybody. Like, just no hating. It's in the ring is business. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we do, and that's our job. But other than that, I don't got no hate on you. Like, this just my job. This is what I gotta do. This is how I feed my family. But after we get out the ring, we cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
You
feel any certain more way we can spar, we can do whatever, but it ain't nothing personal. I
ain't nothing
respect that.
personal. Nothing personal at all. I tell a lot of these fighters, even out here, and it's a lot of hate in the DMV because they want to compete on who got the best gym or who's supposed to be the best fighter, like you said before, who's the king. But you just look at these dudes and be like, when you realize that you've been doing it for a long time, like, it's a lot of fighters that's good.
Absolutely.
So you can't sit up here and be trying to figure out, oh, well, I need to be the king of here. Like, no, you trying to be the king of the whole boxing. If I'm trying to be the king of just the DMV, then I'm
You're
thinking
never
small.
gonna go nowhere. That's why I think not even just in boxing. I think that's in life with a
Yeah.
lot of the rappers that's from around
Yeah,
here.
y'all think it's small.
You thinking, oh, I'm the king of DC, I'm the king of VA, or I'm the king of Maryland, so I'm cool. What the heck? So what you just saying it so basically you saying this is a hobby for you? Because if you just want to be locally known, what you gonna really grab out of that? Because at the end of the day, like we both agreed, it's a business.
Yeah.
So if you just known locally, you ain't gonna make as much money as you can.
Exactly.
And then if you known locally, you're not gonna be people. You might go to Jersey, or Philly, or New York, or out Cali, or down Texas,
People
where
don't
there's
know
some
you.
of the biggest states in the country, and they'll be like,
They
I
don't know
never
you.
heard of you. Who are you?
Yeah.
And you need that shit to humble you, but you'll be like, you doing this as a hobby.
That's why I just like to. I try to find different ways, even with my social media, or just to keep putting myself out there. Like, even when you look at me, like, I want people to look at me and be like, you don't know what I do, but he do something. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to know me on one word name. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know Kobe. I can say Kobe. I ain't say Kobe Bryant. I just say
You know
Kobe.
who the hell Kobe,
You know Kobe. If I say Jordan, I ain't have to say Michael. You know it's Michael Jordan. If I say LeBron, I don't gotta say James. I want to be Scooter. When you say Scooter, it's like, I know him. Like,
Yeah.
when you say Floyd, you know him. You say Tank, you know him. It's one word. That's how you know you a legend or you a star.
Absolutely. That's good that you thinking outside the box. I like that, man. That's going to make me even follow you even more through your journey because you want to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
I got a question, and I ask all my athletes this. What's your favorite part of training? Not like the food, but like your workout regimen. What's your favorite part of it?
My favorite
Or like,
part,
what's your favorite thing to do when training? I should say.
I mean, for a boxer, it's spot.
Yeah.
For a box, but I mean, everything. I love everything because my father, like I said, I've been doing this since I was 6 years old, but I've been working out since I was like 4.
Right.
So, like, I just love every part of working out. If I know I'm getting stronger, like somebody tell me, yeah, do this, you're gonna get stronger. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have fun doing it because I know I'm getting better. Like, that's the type person I am. I just want to, as long as I'm getting better. I don't know in what way I'm getting better. I'm just getting better. Like, that's the best part. But in sparring, again, I'm fighting, so I'm seeing.
You like to get that, be able to how to say it, like tighten up your fight game.
Yeah,
That's what
I
you
just
to
like
do.
that. I'm finding the beauty in everything. I'm finding the beauty in shadow boxing, like really just sitting in
Yeah,
there.
I seen you on your last IG live. You was shadow boxing.
Yeah, just for like, and really visualizing me fighting and really implementing the moves that I'm doing. Like, I was doing it all my life, but it's different now that I'm a pro and now that I'm seeing it. Like, I started to really get in tune with it and enthused, and I really have fun. Like, it feel like I'm dancing. Like, I'm just dancing all by myself.
Chris Breezy.
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's everything. The workout, the journey is everything. People forget about that, man.
The journey. I want you to say that too, because I made a post, right? And it was crazy. I keep bringing up that post because when I posted it, right, and I told him, I said, man, some of you youngins just need to shut the fuck up, man. Just be quiet. Listen to your coaches.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I'm thinking a bunch of the young boys going to hit me like, damn, Smitty, you've been with us this whole time. How you switch? But it surprised me. A few of them, I say about 4 or 5 of them DM me and say, hey, Smitty, this is some real shit you said. Because I got teammates on my team that they just don't know how to shut up. And they be pissing me off because I be like, dog, if you just listen to coach, even though we won, we could have won a lot better. Or if they do lose, they could be like, bro, we could have just won if you did what the damn coach told you to do. So I appreciate you bringing up that journey and then listening and then working hard.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people forget that, whether it's with this podcasting game, whether it's with boxing, whether it's with football, basketball, going to work every day, taking care of your kids, whatever it is. If you forget the process that you have to go through to get there, you basically doing it for nothing.
It's the foundation. You know what I'm saying? It's the structure when you able to build something from the ground up and you figure it's like a blueprint. Like if you're not gonna follow the blueprint, what you doing? You trying to do it your own way? It don't make sense.
Don't.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna fail if it's an instruction to build this camera, it's instructions to build this chair, or instructions to build this house a certain way. If you just go off and try to build it your own way, it's not gonna fall out how you want to do.
Absolutely.
So you gotta listen.
Absolutely, gotta listen, man. So let's take it back since this is DMV, man. Let's take it back to DMV a little bit, man. You from Southeast DC? How was life for you in the South Side, man?
Growing up, see, around most of the time, I really didn't live all the way in the South Side.
Right.
I always trained out in the South Side. So I lived in Maryland. I lived all around PG County. We moved. We was doing our thing. We had to figure out our way. We ain't had this money. We ain't had that money. So we was moving. But I always stayed in the gym in the city. So going up to Bald Eagle.
Basically, like you from Southeast,
Exactly.
and that's where you spend all your
That's
time.
all my time, exactly. So I'm just growing up seeing different things. You see the people outside, you see them, you know what I'm saying, playing around. You seeing people that's out here selling. You seeing a lot of stuff that's going on. You see the fiends, you see all of it. And as a kid, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on but not really interact with it. But then as I started to get older, my parents have started to tell me and show me like, they doing this. This is what they doing, and they be like, oh nah, I ain't doing that. Or just looking at them like, I don't want to look like that.
Right.
So it make me be like, okay, let me stay in this gym. Let me figure it out. And that's pretty much what it is. That now we running the hood. You know what I'm saying? We in the city. We doing the South. We coming down the top of the hill. You know what I'm saying? The fiends looking at us like, hey, because they know us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The hustlers looking at us like, hey, what's up? Or making sure there's nobody in our way. Or nah, don't mess with them when we come around. Like, that's the best thing I could take from, you know what I'm saying, growing up in the city now, is that they seen the grind, and now that they really respect my grind, they be like, oh nah, shorty official, let me keep him out the way. Or they don't mess with me, they don't bother me, they don't be on none of that. So they push me, so I love that.
All right, man. I want you to ask you. Actually, I want you to give a word because I'm happy you said that. You said growing up you would see things like, oh yeah, the hustlers or the dealers or the robbers, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. What's your word of advice to the youth, man, that see that and maybe they might be influenced to do that, whether it be from family or friends or just the neighborhood they live in? Like, cause you said it, you was like, I seen that and said, oh nah, I don't want to be a part of that because I don't want to deal with what come with that.
See, me, I came up, my whole family is pretty much felons. Right. So like, I was the baby that was like, they ain't gonna let them be like this. Like, nah, he not going outside. Or they make me like, everybody going outside, my cousin going outside. No, you stay in the house. No, you gotta do this. And I used to be mad, crying or whatever, but I see what it was for. But man, you could be something else. Like, you ain't gotta be a street dude. You ain't gotta sell. You ain't gotta hustle to get the girls. None of that. Like, you gonna see, like, I'm a boxer. I got chains. I got watches.
It's the icy.
And I look good. Like, it's okay. You can work a job. You can be in the government. You can be a electrician. You can work in HVAC and get money and still get girls, still have nice cars, still have nice things. Like, you ain't gotta live that hustle lifestyle just to feel like you stamped. And I ain't no sucker either. Y'all see me, I'm boxing, I'm doing this. Like, ain't nobody gonna just try to play with me. You don't see me carrying 30 guns or saying I got this. Like, you don't need it. Now, you only need it when somebody is messing with you, provoking you, but that's at emergencies. You ain't gotta walk around saying you towing this, towing that. Like, nah, you good. You got these, and you got your mind. You gonna alleviate a whole lot of situations with your mind. That's all I got to say.
That's good. That goes back to you saying at the beginning of this show, I'm a thinker. You strategic. Nah. So you gotta know sometimes it's for the youth. You gotta know sometimes every situation, like he said, some situations you just can't avoid, bro. Yeah. Like, I get it. Some situations is when it happens, it just gotta go however it's gonna go. But there's a lot of times, a lot of these situations I done put myself in life. Other people been in life where you ain't gotta be in that. You can use your mind, strategic, and say, "Oh, let me get up out of here because this is the type of environment where this is gonna happen or that's gonna happen." And either one of them is not the option that I want to go through. Yep. So, like he said, you ain't gotta be no street nigga, no street biddy. That's just slang for a woman. I ain't gonna call you none of y'all the B word. And you ain't gotta be none of that. Because at the end of the day, if you got family members or friends or whoever it is in your circle,
they did it for you.
That you'll see what they go through, whether it be gunshots, stabbings, prison time, or even worse, death, where there ain't no coming back. Because this ain't the movies or the video game. Once you
Call
die,
of
you
Duty.
ain't coming back.
It ain't no war zone. It ain't no 50-second redeployment. You ain't coming back after you gone. So rest in peace. Rest in peace, my man Anwar Wingate. He just died, just a boxer. Just last Monday, got shot. He was just about to fight December 9th. He working on, you know what I'm saying, working to get to his craft. So it just be like that, stuff like that. It don't matter where you at or what you're doing in life. People, it's gonna be things that you know what I'm saying, obstacles that come into your life that you got to maneuver away or be like, man, I'm not going here. I'm not going to get caught in this place. Like, my thing is, it's not even saying that he was doing anything bad, but you're in training camp.
Sometimes when you're in training camp, you just got to focus. Even if that
focus.
means you got to stay away from the girls, you got to stay away from your family or your closest homie. Training camp boxing is your job.
It's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad that a fighter can't even, you know what I'm saying, go to the store or go do nothing in his own city without being, you know what I'm saying, his life being taken. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's one of my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying, I went to high school with this kid. Like, and it's like, damn, they took my guy. Well, he chasing his dream. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care if you're doing anything positive. They don't care. Them bullets don't got no names on them.
That go back to some of you old heads though. Y'all gotta teach the young bulls to be like, oh, y'all see this man doing something, leave him alone. Y'all street cats, y'all do what y'all do, but let him or her go on about their life. Let them that's not the route they want to do. Because then when shit hits the fan and they might do something that y'all don't agree with morally, y'all gonna be like, and people gonna be like, well, y'all knew they shouldn't have been in there. No. So that goes to the old heads. Y'all gotta also school these young bulls on separating. Like, nah, this not what you into or built for. Stay over there. Let them do that. Them your homies, your cousins, your brother, whatever. That don't mean you got to do what they do.
But it's all glorified now. I don't know. Like, even I was saying this about even boxers. Like, I don't know what it is. It's glorified now. Like, the street look, the street is what. Even if you a boxer, they still want to act like they, you know what I'm saying, they the hottest one in the street. Like, I ain't got to be the hottest one in the street because I got the people with me that is. So I'm just the face. I'm just the one that make it look good. I'm the one that make everybody all right. The one to take care of my cousins, my brothers, my sisters, my mother, my father. I'm the face. It's a whole lot of things that's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, okay. I feel like I walk through this city with no fear because I'm not scared of what nobody would do with me because I know what's coming behind me. And I know I'm doing right. I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm not threatening anybody.
You ain't got to worry about people being like, well, that's the lifestyle he was in.
Yeah, like I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to beat you up or I'm knock you out or I'm just because I'm Mr. 13 second. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on none of that. I'm more humble. You won't even know that I'm a boxer really if you don't know me because I'm not going to tell you.
That's crazy. When you was walking up here, if I was just normally coming and we wasn't interviewing or we hadn't previously already been chopping it up on the phone at IG, I'd have been like, oh, nah, he just a nigga, that young boy that like to get fly. Come on, he probably meeting a chick down at Charger Grill to go eat or something. You know what I mean? But nah, man, that's cool. I like that about you, man. Being humble is always the best way to go, man. You ain't gotta listen. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not a lecturing type of dude. I'm a type of dude that lets people figure out things for themselves in life. But I will say this to go back on what me and Mr. 13 Seconds was talking about. You ain't got to be that. You ain't got to be like your uncles. You ain't got to be like your aunts, your cousins, your brother, your sister, your mom, your pops, whoever. You could be you. It's cool to be a square. That's the last thing I'm going to say. It's cool to be a square. But let's go back in the boxing now that we done got some real talk out the way. Let's go to the boxing, man. What's some things you want to get out of your professional box career? Like I said, I know it's still early. But what's some things that you want to accomplish, like personal accomplishments?
I dream big, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you dream big, then you're going to go for it.
Yeah, I definitely want to either be undisputed in 2 different weight classes or just have multiple titles in multiple different weight classes. But my biggest dream is to break like Floyd pay-per-view record.
What was that for the people that don't know?
I don't even. It's like over 2 point something or 3 point something million pay-per-view
guys. The closest
guys.
one to that wasn't that Tank and Ryan.
Yeah, they just got 1.2.
Yeah, and that was the closest to
since in a long time since Floyd. So I think the highest he ever did was with Conor McGregor. I can't exactly say exactly what it is. I don't want to be wrong, but yeah, him and Conor McGregor was the biggest before Pacquiao that he broke it again with Conor McGregor. So
that's why who's your GOAT? Is Floyd your GOAT?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Floyd is my GOAT for everything because the way he fought, the business. If you think about it, he's the reason why the game is like it is now.
Wait, what you mean by that? Like money, financial wise?
Money, people thinking about money. People think about keeping their O. He is the reason. Nobody was thinking about really being undefeated and the perks of being undefeated, or was nobody scared to not be undefeated before Floyd. Now the fact that Floyd was undefeated 50-0, it make everybody like, oh, I want to go do the same thing. Or if I don't do the same thing, I'm not as great as him.
It's testing people's greatness to see what you
So
can
now,
push for.
and now they're like, if they want to be as great as Floyd, I can't lose, or I can't do this, so they're scared to go put themselves out there to go.
That's the only negative I give Floyd.
You know what I'm saying?
People, he did make a lot of these youngins scared, but it's also like we just
But
said, it's
again,
a positive because it's pushing you to be
if
like,
you're
no.
trying to, but again, that's the part that they always forget is if you're trying to be like Floyd, if you go down his resume, he fought the best. He didn't duck that. He
People call him a duck, but like
he
the
didn't-
old heads, our old heads will say that.
They
But when
just
I
ain't-
look at it, I be like,
They just
no.
ain't. They just ain't. They're people problem the same problem now. They just don't be liking when they fight him. Like they want Shakur and Tank to fight now, not in 2 years. They don't. They wanted Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford to fight 3 years ago, not when it happened. And they be mad about that. Oh, you ducked him, and then they make it seem like, oh, well, he wasn't in his prime, and you know they
I
give
hate
that
when people do
they
that
give that excuse. But that's not even. At the end of the day, it got to make business sense. Basically, what their people were saying is that, and it might make 10 million today, but in two years
It might make 20.
or 50, it's always a reason. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna maximize my money because I'm the one fighting. So I don't care what you say.
Absolutely. People don't realize the thing about sports is
It's a
it
business.
don't. It's a business and it don't last forever.
No,
you can't,
so you
ain't
gotta
gonna be 50
maximize.
boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try it, but it's not gonna work out in the long run.
You gotta
for so
you gotta
try to make-
maximize your time in it. You know what I'm saying? This is a business where you want to get in, get your money, and get out. You don't want to be sitting in here for nobody hitting on your brain till you 40. Like, nah, I ain't.
That don't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? You want to leave like I said, Floyd gave everybody the blueprint. He got all of his faculties. He can still talk. He can still count his money. He can still be able to splurge, and he got everything he want to do, and he's good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters, we see a lot of fighters that's broke, that's, you know what I'm saying, working jobs or can't pay this, can't do that, or
And
look.
you be like, damn, bro, didn't
You was on
just
top
fight
of the
for-
world.
Didn't you fight for a $10 million fight? How you broke already?
But they got all these babies. They didn't make smart investments. They splurged on all the jewelry and didn't get nothing. They don't got no home. They don't. It's things that it's certain they don't
got
have.
that first check and didn't do what you were supposed to do with that first check, which
Yeah,
is buy a house. So that way, even if you don't get no more checks, you ain't homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I definitely feel you on that. Floyd, my go too. I argue with
for
my
sure.
cousin Big Merc, shout out to Lane, all the time, because he an old head. And he be like, no, he not. And I be like, bro, how you going to tell me this? The man 50 and 0. He fought the most heavyweight champs. He brought the most money. He did this and that and that. He's the GOAT. So Floyd is the GOAT. Shout out Big Floyd, man. Money made. So, man, we got to talk about some fun stuff, man.
Yeah,
Young
what's
Turn
up?
in the building, man.
Come
you know,
on,
you
man.
be on IG Live. You
Come on,
bumping your
man.
young boy.
Come on, man.
Bopping. That's your man, young
Yeah,
boy,
you
man.
know, man.
Oh, before I ask, you ain't going to pull a Ja Moran on me. With
Nah,
the young.
nah.
All right, cool. I'm making sure young boy, because you got the young bulls turned right
Nah,
now,
see,
young boy. So I
listen.
make sure my man
Yeah,
don't pull
nah.
that on.
Young boy, see, for me, young boy is a whole different thing. One, I mean, I mess with young boy. He just young and turned. But then he put me in that mode where, like, when I'm about to fight, like, I'm ready to die about it. Like, you got to, I swear to God, I'm not playing. Like, I be dead serious. Like, when I'm going in the ring, I don't have no fear. I'm not scared because I pray to the master. I tell him, like, if you're going to take me today, go ahead, take me.
Just make
Because
sure
I'm,
my family good.
they make sure I'm good because I'm going out doing what I love and chasing it.
And you knew the dangers of what you having when you step
So
in
I
the ring.
pray I already get that up. So when I go in the ring, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not scared of this, man. I'm not tripping off nothing you gonna do because it's gonna be either me or you. And I ain't going like that. You gonna have to take me up out of here.
I respect that.
And a lot of people and a lot of other boxers are not with that mindset. A lot of
looking like I'm
they
coming in to get a
they trying to
quick check.
fight. Yeah, they want to fight. They like to fight. Oh, it's fun, but they not willing to die about it. Like, no, I'm willing to be in a coffin for real about this boxing. That's how serious he get down to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta listen. One thing about whatever you do in life, you gotta have that passion for it. Because if you don't have the passion for it, like I said, it's a hobby for you. And then two, you going like, what is you doing it for? Like, that's why I like to talk to athletes, and that's why I chose to do my
Like a lot of
podcast
people.
on sports and business, because them the type of people that's passionate about what they doing. Because if you just doing it just to say you doing it, what is you doing it for? Like, I'm not doing this podcasting just to say, oh yeah, I got in the mic, I interviewed Jaleel, I interviewed Scooter, I interviewed hopefully Mega Troy or Keyshawn, or I interviewed some of the big. No, I'm doing this to people to say, damn, we watched Smitty come from him learning to going to be the best damn podcast it is. Not just in no DC and Virginia and Maryland. Like, he the guy that we call like, yo, can you throw me on the interview, Smitty? Yo, talk to your people from PEARLHOUSE Sports, man. Let's get in, man.
But you gotta believe it before anybody else believe it. The problem is people don't be believing what they gonna do. They say it, but they don't truly
Their actions
believe
don't
it.
show it.
They don't believe it. When you believe in what you speaking and what you preaching, It's gonna come. Like you just gotta keep chasing it. You gonna get everything you want out of this. It might not come when you want it to, but it's gonna come.
Patience is you got to, like we say with the Sixers, trust the process.
Trust the
It's
process.
gonna happen, but the process, anything that's microwave. I listen. This is a saying my mom actually told me. She said anything that's worth having is worth working for. Because if you got it easy, it ain't gonna last.
It ain't gonna last long.
So if you didn't put blood, sweat, and tears into that craft, whatever it is you do,
And you're not gonna appreciate it.
that's
See,
what I was about to say.
that's the
Next. I
biggest
like
thing.
you already, Scooter. I like you a lot because a lot of these questions I ain't gotta even ask you because you already saying the right thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're gonna appreciate it because when you really appreciate and really do some work for something, and you feel it, like you put that grind into it, be like, woo, I got it. And you be like,
you might shed some tears.
let me
out
hold
there,
on to this.
Yup.
I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get this up because I work my ass off to get it. And you more lenient to do, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy,
Right.
pretty much.
I got you, man. So let's go back. We but say young boy. Who's some other rappers you like listening to when you in training camp or before fights, or just when you riding around just to get you ready for working out?
Young Boy, Lil Baby, those my first top two. I love.
See it, little baby got you iced out. You say
It's a mixture. If you pay attention to me, it's a mixture on how them like Young Boy is the boxing side. Young Boy is Young Boy is Scooter. That's Scooter. Baby is Dirt.
Derek Davis, yep.
Cause that's when I clean up and I'm clean cut. I got my earrings, I got my jewelry, but
About to say you making me want to cut the dreads right now. And go back to the way.
Like I said, I got tattoos, but you don't see them. You get what I'm saying? Like you don't see them. You don't know where they at. If I go in the room and we gotta talk business, you don't see no crazy tattoos on me. Not crazy. I won't probably be wearing this ice or something like that. I'll be wearing something different, but I want to be able to dress like that. I want to be able to be in them rooms with people like Michael Rubin and Jeff Bezos and be able to talk to them and
Talk
have
business, not talk
Yeah.
fun and games, but sit there and rap like, all right, let's talk about this business we can have and make us millions in about 5 years.
Yeah, but yeah. So Baby, Young Boy, Moneybag, Lil Dirt.
Smirky, yo.
Yeah, I love Smirk. Who else I love? Let me think. I love Rondo.
Quando. I like Quando, man. I don't like how the game blackballing him, but I understand the powers that be in the business. But I like Quando.
I listen to all types of rap. Like my favorite rapper of all time is Jay-Z.
Hey, that's crazy because you 21, right?
Yeah.
And I listen. I have yet to hear a young boy under 25 say that they favorite rapper is Jay-Z.
Hov is the GOAT.
Hey, we'll say that again for me real quick.
Hov is
Look in the
GOAT.
camera and say that.
Hov is the GOAT.
Okay,
sure.
hey, listen, man. So for any of you youngins, I ain't gonna say your name.
If you-
Optics. But I want to argue. You know, there's someone that's younger than you, sir, saying that what I said too.
Yeah, nah. If you don't think Hov is the GOAT right now, by the time you in your 30s, you gonna say he the GOAT. If you go back and listen, he talking that real stuff, that real. Yeah, it's Hov, man.
Yeah, so
But
you know you bumping that hoe.
Yeah, I love.
Who put you on though? Because you kind of when you. Oh yeah, you right. Your pops, Rail, all them. Yeah, they.
Yeah, I had even with Rail. My father had to show Rail and his big brother Angelo like this is why Jay-Z was the GOAT, because they was the same way as you. Like, nah, they was Lil Wayne fans. They was Lil Wayne's this, and he started showing them because we was in them cars going to practices and started listening. And then as they become grown men, you start to hear the stuff and you like, damn.
Them Hov was talking about this back
Yeah.
then. But like, you realize it's because Hov was talking to the people his age, which was our old heads back then.
Back then.
So now when I that's how it is for me. When I just happened to get caught in the cross of two generations. I caught Hov in his prime and Wayne in his prime.
Yeah,
so I was able to decipher like I love Lil Wayne. Like you went on a mean tear that probably the only person next to him maybe was Gucci that did that. But I got to see. All right, Wayne, you nice with the
lyrics.
But Hov is nice with the wordplay, and then when you listen to it, you like,
when you really.
Bro,
I tell people all the time. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to Hov with the dictionary. Like you gotta know what because you don't know what he about to say, and you really gotta study what he's saying to understand it. And then once you understand it, it's like, did he just put that together like that? Like
that's why I said it's wordplay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like. I'm real big on music. Music is my everything.
Right, so I got a music symbol, music, sports, and my sons. Shout out Junior and Jazzy. I love y'all. I got them all tatted on me because them the three things that I love the most.
Yeah, man, you gonna catch me listening to music every day, no matter. And that's the thing. I listen to some slow jams too. I'm gonna listen to some Luther and stuff like. But this is in the gym. I'm talking in the gym like. We at workout. We coming in the gym, and Coach Berry got on the Whispers. He got on the Temptations.
He got on that old auntie and uncle.
And you know what I'm saying? Listen to Anita Baker. Like I say, Anita Baker is one of the people that like calm me down, like in the ring. Like when he turned her on, it's like I really like focus. Like I can't explain it. It's just a feeling. Like, but he been doing it since we was little kids.
Right.
But like something about soft music now.
It calms you down,
It just
mellows
calms
you out.
me. It just Whenever now, sometimes I want to be turned listening to my young boy, but then sometimes I just want to be like turn on some of that small, you know what I'm saying, that slow, soft stuff, and we gonna do what we do, man.
So I want to ask you this, 'cause I like to see what boxers like to eat. I know right now, are you in training camp getting ready for another
Nah,
fight?
not right now. Not
So I know,
right
so
now.
you get to grub a
Yeah,
little bit.
I had me a great Thanksgiving.
So what's some things you like to eat, man? Like food-wise, when you're not in training camp. We'll get into training camp next. But when you're not in training camp, what's some of your favorite meals?
I don't even eat bad though. I'm more of a pasta person. Like I love pasta. I'm a
What's your
shrimp.
favorite?
I'm a shrimp, seafood Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo, any crab Alfredo. I just love Alfredo. That's me. I ain't really crazy on the fried chicken no more. Like that ain't me.
I love fried food. That's my problem. That's gonna probably catch me when I'm about 50.
Yeah,
Is
see,
all
I
the fried food I
Yeah,
eat.
see, I ain't too big on the fried food. I eat salmon.
Salmon,
I love some salmon. Yeah, I love some salmon. You know me, we from DC, so we gonna go to the carryout every once in a
Ain't
while.
no question. I was waiting for that because I'm like, damn, he ain't said a carry-out spot or nothing.
I be trying to stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up eating it, so now it's like I pay attention to what I put in my body. So I try not to eat the carryout too much, but then sometimes you know, that mumble sauce just be calling your name. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I eat pretty much healthy, man. Not even on purpose, but that's just me because I don't even like a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Like it's
You're
not
picky eater, what you saying?
Yeah, like I'm not even. I wouldn't even say picky. It's just once I like it, I'm the person that go to a restaurant and order the same thing.
Same thing every time you step foot in there.
Because now I know it's good. I'm comfortable with it, and that's what I'm gonna eat. I don't wanna try nothing else. Like that's me.
All right. So what's some stuff you eat during training camp? I know during training camp you gotta be real picky.
Yeah.
Eat
It's the
certain things
it's the portions that be getting me.
that
Like
be messing you up. Like,
yeah,
damn,
it's
I'm
like
so stuffed.
cause you work out and you eat this, and then when it's time to refuel your body, it be like this little bit. I be like, man, and I just now, but I realized the cheat code of it is water.
I was about to ask you how much water you tap.
Water every day. When in training camp, I'm drinking at least 64 ounces
a day.
a day. Why? Because it's gonna fill my stomach up, and I'm gonna have
It's gonna make you bloated to where you don't want to.
I don't want to eat, and the only thing downside of that is you gonna use the bathroom out your mind. I ain't gonna lie.
In the middle of
To the point,
and be like,
to the
stop.
point where it's not even no color. It's just straight clear. That's like,
Damn.
I swear, it's like.
You be in the middle. Has that ever happened to you? You in the middle of sparring somebody, and you like, oh,
Now,
stop.
that's the only thing.
Piss.
I ain't gonna lie. Now, when I'm in the ring, I be feeling like I gotta use the bathroom before I go in there. I get in the ring, and then once I get in there, it be gone.
Okay.
And then I remember, like, once I'm out the ring, somebody talking, I'm like, oh wait, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So, I be chilling though. Like, I used to be having like feeling a little nervous before fights, and I used to be trying to figure out why, but it was more so just I didn't know what people was bringing.
Right.
Like now, I was more so nervous in my amateur fights and my pro fights because.
Why is that?
Because in the amateurs, like I said, you can still off on a win just by somebody just being aggressive.
Right.
And you don't know if you're going to fight somebody that's going to come out stupid, crazy, aggressive like that. In the pros, if you come out stupid, crazy, aggressive like that, I'm happy because that means I might have slumped you.
Because you're going to either be
Because
tired
you're going to run,
or you're going to show me your weakness.
something. You're going to do something. And the amateurs, you can get away with being like that and survive for them last couple rounds and get the win because you started off fast. And now I'm sitting there mad because all my family done came here and seemed to support me, and I felt like I done let them down. Like, that's me. But
So do you feel like you let Rail down because he didn't get to
nah,
see?
that real let itself down. Cause I told him to be there early. I be trying to tell y'all to stop asking me what time do I fight.
Just
Like,
come.
just
buy the
come.
tickets, be there before
Cause
the
I
doors
said
open.
I feel like I said this. I went in an interview before the fight. They was asking me what my prediction. I ain't really had no prediction. I just told them don't blink. And
Literally. Actually, that's funny because I think one of the clips you posted, you said 17 seconds, don't blink. And literally, boom.
don't blink.
Yeah.
I ain't even, and I was like I said, we even getting to the knockout. Like I ain't even throw the punch hard. Like
Yeah, you didn't. When you watch it, I was like,
I
damn,
was-
how you get
that
caught?
was
Maybe
not-
I was like, maybe it's where he got hit, and due to the fact he was expecting a body shot because I showed Cam Optics and I showed GB, shout out Pearlhouse TV, Pearlhouse Sports. I showed them, and they was like, what the fuck? He hit him with the illest fake out, but it didn't even look like he was trying to kill him. It was just that I think he was expecting that body shot that he went like this.
It's
And he
all,
said, gotcha.
it's all in the mind. Like playing with boxing, it's all in the mind. Like it's 70% mental for me, 30% physical. Like if I could trick your mind, if I
you
get
can
it,
trick me,
it's over. Cause now wherever you think I'm looking at, I'm not. And now you trying to catch up. Now you trying to outthink. And at that point, with me, I don't care. If you get into a thinking battle with me, you're done. You lost.
So you a chess player? I'm gonna ask you that.
No, I don't know how to play. I'm learning. I'm learning now. I really am learning now. But I feel like in the ring, I play chess. Like so, I'm learning now, so I can really, you know what I'm saying, learn about them moves and learn about different strategies and stuff like that in chess. I'm real big on that, man. Like.
Well, we almost about to get up out of here, man. Get the youngins and the OS boxing fans, sports fans worldwide, whoever, man. Let them know about Derek Davis, a.k.a. Scooter Davis, a.k.a. Shark Season, as he yelled in that camera, man. Yeah, let them know something, man. Let them talk to the people.
Oh, man. I'm just, like I said, it's the big step of the well-known flex of the prettiest boxer alive, Mr. Shock. And I'm here, man. 2-0, 2 knockouts, man. We just trying to get another knockout. Keep building up the record. Stand humble, stand out the way, stand out of trouble. And, you know what I'm saying, get to the goal to be world champion, take care of my family, and put on for the DMV area. Like, and we need I feel like we need another star to get behind. I want to be that star that everybody get behind. Like, the role model for the kids, like, that we can do it a different way. That you ain't got to be no killer. You ain't got to be no robber, none of that. You can be a boxer. You could be just a man. You learn I want to be that role model for people to be stand-up men. Like, this is how you be a stand-up man in the DMV.
Absolutely, man. Y'all heard him, man. Be a stand-up man. Being a stand-up man ain't mean you a street nigga or a street biddy. Nah. Stand-up man could be that man that wake up every morning at 8 o'clock and go to work.
Come on, get off, get his kids, go home, do it all over again.
All right, man. It was good having you. I want to thank you, man. Hopefully, after you go big, you may be Mr. DMV, Mr. USA. We could bring you back on the show, man. Sure. Do it again once we get to 1 million subscribers. Talk about, hey, Smitty, that's the elephant room. We can address the elephant room, and we could sit back, reflect on it. Like, man, you laughing me like, man, Smitty, I remember when you was coming up, man. Now you big time, baby. Yeah, and I can be like, shit, me, I remember when you had the regular chain. Now you got 5 of them things. Yeah, nah. So hopefully we gonna do that again, baby, man. It was good having you, baby.
I learned this. I probably learned this. It's something new. I learned this last week. They told me that it's a reason why you have a windshield. Your windshield is that big and your rear view is that small because you got to pay attention to what's going on in front of you. If you look in your rear view, that window, that mirror is small because you're not supposed to be looking behind you. So the metaphor is don't look at what nobody doing from the side, behind you. None of that. Keep looking in front of you because that's what you got to pay attention to.
I'm out on the money and get it. If you can't take the heat, stay the fuck out the kitchen. Body for body, the way that we live. And we ain't got pics, so everybody could get it.